My name is Heather Feather. I'm the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today's topic is Excuse My Excuses. I decided about a month ago to join a fitness group. You can go to KAMIFAYZ. That's KAMIFAYZ.com. If you want to join this fitness group. It's an amazing group of humans that inspire one another, and we count our calories and we exercise. I've been exercising 5 or 6 times per week. And so I've really been up leveling. But through the process of being a part of this group, I realized that there's always an excuse. You know what I mean? There's always an excuse. It's like, oh, I can't do it today. I got the vaccination shot. I might not feel well. I can't do it today because my kid is being temperamental. I can't do it today because, rah, 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 rah. So in the group, one of the things that I said, and a beautiful soul in the group actually posted it on a sticky note next to their computer. The statement I said is that I had realized excuses are like the breath. There's always another one to follow. Excuses are just like your breath. There's always another one to follow. And fundamentally, all two-leggeds really know that we are at all times doing what we most want to do. If we are Amazon shopping addicted, we will continue to talk about how we're Amazon shopping addicted and continue to focus on the problem and therefore never align with the solution. And so we'll talk about, I just keep searching Amazon and buying stuff. And, the way you solve any problem is you get your undivided attention on the solution. So the solution to getting more exercise is not making excuses for why you're not exercising. The solution to stopping an inordinate amount of shopping that is causing greater pollution on Mother Earth, the more you consume, the more problematic that becomes, because every product that is created is going to allocate a certain level of pollution for the trucks that distribute that product to you. Bless all our truck drivers. I'm just saying that all those products have to get shipped around. That causes pollution. It also compounds the number of resources we're using to make the things that get shipped to you. So you can keep saying I just can't help it. I just get on my phone and I do this thing. But if you are making excuses and just saying I just can't help it, I just have this, it's like, well, actually, you are the one picking up the phone. You're the one doing the thing. You're the one not working out and instead eating snacks on the couch and giving people excuses and giving yourself excuses as to why you can't do it. Excuses literally are like the breath. There's always another one right around the corner. And I find that the challenge with excuses is that we are really fundamentally at all times doing what we most want to do. And we make excuses for those things that we are unwilling to do, or ultimately may say we want to do, but we obviously don't want to do because we're not choosing it. So you can just drop excuses like you're dropping exhales. You know what I mean? It's just like, boom, there's another, boom, there's another, boom, there's another. And what becomes tricky about that, because I'm a very truth-focused soul, truth has been vital to me through many, many, many incarnations. It's been a tremendous focus, and I've been blessed to connect with many souls that also find integrity and truth to be an important value system. The challenge with excuses is they're often not really based in truth. I mean, yes, your child might be being temperamental, or yes, you may habitually go onto a website, or yes, you may be tired, from getting a vaccination shot and not feeling like, oh, I really want to exercise today, or whatever it is, whatever the excuses are. That may be a slice of the pie, but that's what an excuse is. It's where you look in the wheelhouse of reasoning as to why it would be justifiable for you to not engage with something. And then you use that excuse or that slice of pie to be like, oh, this is why I don't have to show up to work or show up for the exercise or take care of my health or blah, 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 blah. Which often excuses are used as a means to keep you from your good. So the question I'm asking today is, have you ever considered that excuses are a choice that you're making and you don't have to choose that? One of the options, and one that I work more and more every breath, every month, every year of my life to engage with, because the truth is important to me, is to be very transparent very candid and very clear about my truth. So if someone says, hey, do you want to go to the thing? No, I've been depressed. I don't feel like socializing at all. Or no, I don't want to do that. Or, hey, do you want to go to my baby shower? No, I don't find them interesting at all. They emotionally drain me. Social situations are draining to me. Bless you. Congratulations. I don't want to go to that. Bless you. Yay. So one of the things that I think that reason two-leggeds often jump to excuses in addition to justifying why they're not taking care of their physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. A lot of times excuses are used for that. This is why I'm not healthy. I have diabetes because I wasn't taught to eat right. Okay, well, teach yourself. So teach yourself that. I mean, the more you dig in on justifying why you can't, I would say is also another reason you're lying to yourself, because you are extremely competent, you're extremely capable, you have everything you need within you, and you are the one that gets to live the life you want to live. If you don't want to exercise and you don't want to have this specific diet and you want to eat whatever you want, everything's made of emptiness. I have no judgments around that. Live the life you want to live. But I don't recommend assuming that you need to join the rest of humanity on that. You can just be like, big is beautiful. I eat what I want. I do what I want. I don't do exercise. That's not my thing. Just speak your truth. Speak your truth. Share your truth with the world, because this place is diversity in form. That's what it is. The number of types of clouds, the number of types of grass, the number of types of flowers, the number of types of animals, the number of types of humans. Earth School is diversity in form. And there's a lot of operating down here as if we should all want the same thing. So let's just take some topics. Vaccination or non-vaccination, pro-life, pro-choice, abortion, homophobia or gay rights, racism or honoring all cultures. You can take any topic, being liberal or conservative. You can take any topic that is a double-sided coin of polarity, and the ego will be like, I'm right about how I hold that topic. Yep, this is the right answer, and this is what it should be. And there is a denial in that of the truth that this place is a place of diversity. Actually, all opinions are held here at Earth School. I mean, there's just a vast number of opinions, and the spectrum, and these topics that seem very polarized, this or that, this or that. There are also all these middle thinkers that are kind of both and on it, that kind of Libra out on it and are like, yeah, both and. So I think it's really tricky, because as two-leggeds, we feel like we have to excuse ourselves if our answer is no. No is a perfectly appropriate answer, and it actually doesn't require any descriptors as to why it is your chosen answer. Now, most two-leggeds not only have a difficult time saying no, but it would find it near impossible to not say no with some kind of story around it. And I think that's fine to tell your story. No, I don't want to stay here anymore. I've got things to do. No, I don't want to come to that. Here's the reason I don't choose. Actually, tell everyone, never invite me to this type of thing. I don't want to go to that. That's not for me. That's not my personality matrix. If you're having an existential crisis, sure, call me. But if you're having a party, I don't want to go. I'm antisocial, I think that if we as two-legged started to really honor diversity, which is the way things are here, then we might actually allow and permit for somebody to not want to come to your social gathering, or to not want to go to the XYZ event with you, or to not blah, 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 blah. Can we just have the freedom and the right to live our lives for ourselves? And in that, and finding our own joy, and in living for our own joy, we then shake the web with more joy, offer greater freedom to all two-leggeds to, I'm the steward of my joy. So if I don't take up that stewardship and choose to honor my joy, and part of my joy is telling the truth, then that means that no one's gonna come and hand trust. I've had loads of depressed years, and nobody came and was like, hey, we're handing out happiness. That's my work to do, is to be a steward of my joy. And that means I don't want to have to constantly look and what is the valid reason as to why I don't have to do this? Well, the valid reason is I'm a grown adult and my life is designed for me. The more I find my joy, the more I find my peace of mind, the more I find my center, the more I find myself, the more I love myself, the more I shake the entire web with that tremendously wonderful, powerful medicine, and the more of a gift I can be to the all. So rather than having an excuse, let me recognize the truth. I either do or do not want to do this. Because the fact is, if someone were to call you right now and be like, the person you love most is in imminent danger, I promise you, you wouldn't have an excuse about why you can't help. If the person you most love was in imminent danger and needed you right now to drop everything, I promise you, if that love is true, you would drop everything and you would show up and do what you need to do. So the fact is, whenever we are saying like, I can't because of this, we're talking about our value system. We're saying, I value my kid being moody more. But a lot of people use their children, they use, their whatever. They're using whatever as their labels, whatever, as their reason that they don't have to, I don't need to do that because my children. It's like, okay, I understand children take a lot of attention. That's fair. But that's not actually the reason you don't want to go. The reason you don't want to go is because you feel like you want your attention yourself and it's constantly spent with your child and you don't want to take your free attention and go spend it at someone's party. Fair. But that's the reason. It's not your child. Your child isn't the reason you don't want to go. It's because you want your own attention to yourself and you have a nominal amount of it as a parent and you want to make sure that you use that wisely. And so signing up for more and more social situations doesn't fill your cup, so you're not going to do it. So the invitation with myself and that I want to extend today is to recognize excuses are like the breath. There's always another one. There's one right around the corner. There's another one. There's another one. Oh, here's another reason why I can't. And then you're living a life of can'ts. So the invitation and the invocation is to be like, yes, I could absolutely do that. I don't want to. Thank you for the invitation, though. That's really thoughtful of you to think of me. I appreciate that. It's just not how I choose to spend my time. Like that, to me, sounds like a very healthy, holistic, honest, full of truth answer. That feels true. And can we allow people to share their truth? You know what? I don't want to stay here anymore. I'm going to go do this and this and this with my attention. Okay. Okay, great. Have fun. There can be a lot of unconscious emotional and cognitive manipulation of others. Like a lot of people doing things to please others, to please their friends, to please their families, to please their lover, to please blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing is that you're not the steward of someone else's happiness. You can actually, and I've done it many times, run in circles trying to please people, intuiting all the things they like and trying to hand deliver it one moment to the next. And still they can choose to be fussy and not appreciate anything you do, because attitude and perception and joy is an individual choice. And that means yours is your individual choice and you're the steward of it. Perfectly appropriate reason to not do any given thing is I'm the steward of my joy and that option doesn't bring me joy. Thank you for the offering. Thank you for the offering. That's not something that feels like it would give me joy. I'm really working on just giving my undivided attention to my own joy. Just focused up on my joy here. Is there anything you're making excuses about? Like exercise, diet, friendships, partnerships, relationships? Are there any? Think about all the ways that you offer an excuse. Here's why I can't. Here's why I can't get fit because of the pandemic. I can't get fit because I had to sit on my couch and that meant more snacks and no. Okay, well, good luck with that. Another option is to drop the excuse and to either say, I don't choose to get fit, or I choose to. And I'm not going to use excuses because excuses are like the breath and there's another one right around the corner. So instead, I choose this. And I'm going to opt in 100% because I choose to care for my temple, because I choose to be a steward of it, because I choose to not have diabetes and be addicted to the multi-billion-dollar industry called pharmacopoeia. That's what Heather calls it. I choose to not participate in that ritual, so I'm going to be healthy as an elder. I'm going to be aware of my future elderly life that is coming upon me like a freight train, like death. And I'm going to focus up and I'm going to make sure that this life is the one I want to live. And I'm going to stop feeling bad for anything I don't choose to be a part of my way of living. May you be everything that you be, completely excuse-free. Go to rearbirdmedicine.com, click on the classes link. 2 new classes coming up there. Blessed be.